Good morning. It's Sunday, July 12th, and we're going to continue our discussion on action and duty with a prompt from the Daily Stoic, which reads, "What principles govern my behavior?" So I'll be honest, today's prompt is a pretty daunting and complex question to answer. I know that because I've been through this exercise before. In fact, I've covered it previously in these videos, and I make frequent reference to bits and pieces here as needed. It required an iterative process to prepare the first version of my personal 10 commandments that I felt satisfied with. Consolidating my initial brainstorm list down to just 10 felt very challenging. It was a lot of pressure to get it right. But ultimately, I did get to a point where I felt comfortable printing, framing, and then placing those 10 commandments on my desk, where I would see them each and every day throughout the day. They served as a reminder of those principles that I hold dear and should keep close to help guide my behavior. It was as Epictetus said, first, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. But here's the interesting thing that I recently discovered. Unlike the 10 Commandments that Moses received, mine aren't written in stone. They can be further revised. Now, I'm not suggesting that we become flippant here, as I think that defeats the purpose. But as I was preparing for my recent interviews, I was reviewing them and I realized that I had evolved and grown since I first drafted them. I've continued to learn from others and incorporate new perspectives, so I swapped one for another. It didn't mean that the excised commandment was no longer relevant, but rather the new one was more relevant for me, here and now. So if you decide to do this exercise, don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself that it can't be modified later. So again, for me, and in no order of priority, here are my personal 10 commandments. Number 1, see clearly, act correctly, endure and accept that which you cannot change. Number 2, be strict with yourself and tolerant of others. Number 3, you must be fit to serve before you can serve others. Number 4, be ruthless to the things that don't matter. Number 5, never blame, complain, or make excuses. Number 6, recognize sympatheia, submit to a greater, larger cause. Number 7, memento mori, remind yourself of your own mortality. Number 8, remember the 4 virtues of wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Number 9, let the obstacle become the way. Number 10, be humble in your aspirations, gracious in your success, and resilient in your failures. Now, an outsider might look at that list and think that it doesn't explicitly address any of those core areas that I just mentioned were most important to me, those being family and friends, health and nutrition, community, career, personal growth, and leisure. I assure you that they're all in there, heavily represented. What matters most is how I interpret these principles as they're intended to guide my behaviors. I'm just a weirdo who's willing to put them up for public review. Anyways, hope you have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.